at each phase of the buy-sell cycle. And for coaching to scale and to reach that high effectiveness level, the best practice coaching questions, answers, and evidence to support those answers, it needs to be mined and distributed using technology. So we think about using sort of technology-guided coaching as a best practice coaching database. So it's really key to making this strategy come alive, and it's a shift, coaching methodology to coaching data and insight.
Thanks, Brian. One more thing before we move into the Q&A thing is I just want to talk about the fact that, we live in a very frail ecosystem today in sales. And as part of our sales management study, we ask companies to say, what amount, how much change is bombarding our sales organizations? And it was really interesting to see what happens because we really found there's 6 areas where we're just constantly being, hit with change as salespeople. The first is in customer expectations. They continue. That was the number one thing that came back is customers want more from us. They expect us to be more knowledgeable on it. One of the reasons is that they're seeing changes in their marketplace, so they want us to be conversant in what's going on in their world and how they can, deal with those types of things. We've been talking about the fact that the competitive landscape changes. Today I can be, having competitors come in from all over the world today, touching our customers. So how do I keep and differentiate those folks? And then there's internal change. We really have 3 favors. There's the breadth of products that we sell, the complexity of products we sell, or we're moving into new markets. And all of this means that we've got to adapt and be more nimble in terms of how we go out and change the way that we sell. So, Brian, start with you. What is precision-guided selling doing in order to make companies more nimble and to be able to adapt to these types of changes?
So it gets back to the kind of heads-up display that, first of all, we need to think about every phase of the buy-sell cycle and begin thinking differently from methodology, sort of, how someone does something to what they really need to know at each phase. And so it's building the system